They're good.
And welcome back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take over playing because these sissies, these cowards, these babies.
On the last episode of our show, Steven got everybody to the end, and now somebody's gonna beat the boss.
So we hope.
Yeah, I could probably do it. Now that we're past that point that I was confused at.
So many Goombas.
So little time.
If I remember to bring my Mario Maker, I would have probably wanted to do 2-player, but like on different screens. Or you probably can't. You probably have to do it on one screen.
Yeah.
A lot of Nintendo games are like that.
I think you can do 2-player, you just have to do it online.
Do you know how... so my buddies and I, we were all playing Smash Brothers together, and one of them, it is not like obvious as to what you're supposed to do to get the multiplayer working if you're playing on 2 different switches.
Yes, it's
You have
frustrating.
to play that stupid fucking championship thing, it's so dumb.
What?
No.
No, you don't.
They fixed it?
You never had to.
You used to have to if you wanted to play 2-player locally. Or
Yeah, to do it locally, there's like a sub-menu in the main menu that's just on the right-hand side, and you hit a wireless connector or something like that.
Okay, so they did fix it, because originally when we were trying to play, you had to play the championship.
Yeah. I think I know what you're talking about, because there is like an online area, and then you go into it, and if you want to play with like 2 of your friends, you have to play against a whole bunch of people. And that's still a thing.
No, this is way back when it first launched. In order to play online, you had to play, it's the table, like you pick like multiple characters, and then as you move up and progress, you get to the top. And that was the only way at the time to play multiplayer. I haven't been paying attention to it, because Paul and I and Chris, we were trying to play it when it first came out, and we had it. We Googled it, we did everything we could, and like every publication was like, yeah, online play, just play with friends, sucks in
It's honestly,
Smash Brothers.
it's one of the things that really just killed the game in general for me.
It wasn't, like, it was so not straightforward that my buddy Vince actually had to straight up, oh, you could have killed him. Straight up had to buy the Nintendo Online because we thought he required it to play online.
Oh.
And then we finally looked it up.
Yeah. No, yeah, there's... I don't know how it is that Nintendo can be surrounded by their competition having successful online platforms for this long and just not learn from them. It's still bad. For the most part.
Like, sure, they have great games for what, like, Nintendo has
as we
the
play
market
Nintendo.
for these games. And I love these games.
Same.
But, yeah, Nintendo's online thing is just all over the place.
Well,
I do like the rumors about Xbox Live coming to the Switch,
Yeah.
which will...
Help.
I'll be honest with you. It could probably go 2 ways. I don't have a lot of trust in Nintendo if it came to the point where they were going to have like a big online kind of presence like Xbox and PlayStation do. I think they would go the same way. Like every game they release would be more focused on online play versus single player.
If you don't beat this time, I want to give it a try.
Sure.
Round 2. Boy.
And that's where the money is right now. Everybody wants to do multiplayer games.
Yeah, I mean, multiplayer games are fun, especially with your friends, depending on the game. Should add that.
Like,
Oh.
I don't have anything against multiplayer games, but I do prefer, like, just the raw adventureness of, say, like, Skyrim. I love Skyrim. Now,
That didn't work.
some people don't like it, and that's fine, but, like, just the pure, open, giant world that you get to play in,
Ooh.
with so much content that it's like, you can play it for 3 years and still find something you haven't done before.
I have no problem with multiplayer or single player. My biggest thing is back in the day, games were made to be a single player experience, and then the multiplayer was added at the end. I don't think that should be the same way anymore all the time, but I think at least the majority of games should be given a 50-50 treatment.
doing.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Like, it shouldn't be 80% of the game is developed specifically for online play, and then they throw in a story mode just to.
So Call of Duty.
Well, I mean, almost a lot of big games now are like that.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, Destiny in general, Destiny 2. I didn't play Destiny 1, but Destiny 2 in general was very much a like you're playing this for the online because you're playing with your friends kind of thing. There's no
Yeah, they didn't lie about what they were doing, though.
no. I don't think there even is like single player end game content. It's been a long time since I've played. Like that might have changed.
Well, here's an example of something. There are people that
There's a
play
mushroom.
games. There are people that play games for story. I can tell you that I loved World of Warcraft. I really did. I enjoyed playing it with friends. I had a great time, and I raided and everything else. But raiding wasn't something that I liked to do as an introvert. I was fine with it. I could do it. I main tanked a couple things, but straight up, I didn't like having to get in a group of 40 back in the day, and then 25 was 25 or 20.
Depended on the size of the raids, because for the Burning Crusade there were just a couple of 10.
Yeah.
But all the big ones were 25.
Yeah, okay. So, I didn't really like getting into the huge groups, especially if I didn't know anybody. But...
Gosh darn it, I just want the helmet.
I'm not gonna lie to you, this has been kind of painful to watch.
I just want the helmet.
I don't understand why they couldn't have done like a beefed up single player experience for World of Warcraft.
I mean, the whole point is that's an MMO. What should have been is just more Warcraft stuff for people who wanted to keep.
Yeah.
But that being said, like the story direction they've taken has long been garbage.
Well, I'm not gonna go into that. I don't like the way that they've destroyed like all the Horde characters.
Oh yeah, like that's something that was so frustrating to me as somebody who loved the Horde is its big thing was we're not monsters, and like some of the races have made mistakes, but they're not monsters aside from the Forsaken maybe, but even then they were just
But they weren't. That's the problem. It's like even the Forsaken in the original couple expansions were like, we're just trying to live our life.
Yeah.
And honestly, if you play the Horde, you can see that the Alliance are a bunch of shit. Like,
Are they like the
characters.
Stormcloaks in Skyrim? Racist?
Well, kind of, yeah. Like the majority of the story for the first. Well, I guess I could see why they tried to do something with the Horde because, in all honesty, the Alliance did come off as a little bit of a dick for like the first couple game expansions. But yeah, I just wish you could have played some single player experience and actually got it.
Well, for me it was just the
Can I try one more
constant,
time?
Yeah.
just the constant, like, how many times are they gonna recycle the Horde leader has gone bad storyline? Like,
Oh.
It was fucking ridiculous.
I've said this before. Sylvantis was one of my favorite characters,
Sylvanas, yeah.
and they fucked her so bad.
There's probably a lot of Rule 34 for that, then.
Oh, absolutely. Easily. There's tons of that.
She had a great background story. I loved her character.
No, she was a cool character. It's just every time they want to change stuff up, and every time they change the leader, they just go evil.
Yeah.
But Battle for Azeroth just killed it for me. All the stuff that used to be good about the game are just getting destroyed. It's very much.
Now, I'll be completely honest. This started with a character that nobody liked. And it was, what's his name? The orc.
Garrosh?
Yes, thank you.
You know what? Because here's the thing about that, though. I didn't actually mind Garrosh at first when they brought him in. Like, he was an interesting character. If you played the leveling experience on the Horde side and went through, like, orc-related stuff, he would show up, and he was actually fine. He took a lot of inspiration from Sour Fang about having honor and it was good. It was fine. They wanted to make a more, like, faction war-based expansion.
Which is fine.
And he was good, and then they made him turn evil.
Now, people
Arbitrarily.
didn't like that because of the fact... I can tell you, it was probably a hit and miss. There was a lot of it that was like, Thrall was such a I just want everybody to be...
The other thing that I can point out, like, I actually read some of the books, is, like, part of the things they did to make Garrosh more interesting was in the books, and most people just aren't going to read those.
True.
I would say that. Because, like, he totally earns his position a little bit in the books. Especially, the one that introduced him as War Chief. He realizes that he won his, duel unfairly, and, the person who helped him win calls for his aid when she's losing, and he's all like, no.
Can I just say, this duo here is actually a really good team.
Oh, they're solid. Want anything else, Dad?
I'm gonna try one more time and then I'll pass it over.
Like, I think if you can save that first mushroom you get up there,
Yeah.
you could probably. I think the second one's probably a fire flower, so you could just sit back and throw fireballs at them. But you have to be able to get there with.
That works in most Mario games, because usually if you get the power up, it'll power you up to the next level.
But
Yeah.
just take your time here and try to avoid hitting them.
But,
But it's probably
definitely a mushroom in there,
because
because
it
I've gotten
takes
it.
place on what somebody actually puts in there.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain I've gotten up here with... Oh,
Oh,
you know what? Bite my tongue.
yeah,
Yeah.
you were right.
See, I
Oh,
think
oh,
it's
oh,
just
don't lose it,
because
don't lose it.
It's like programmed in Mario not to give you another mushroom.
In some levels. Oh, fuck. You know what happened?
You were bad?
No, I pressed the B button again, because in every other fucking Mario game
You
besides
can
this
swap
one...
it.
Yeah, you can.
And actually, I have it swapped to my controller as well. I'm not saying that's the reason why I'm bad, but I was hitting the wrong button sometimes.
In Super Nintendo, I'm so used to the Super Nintendo controls where you hold down Y to run and press B to jump. But yeah, I enjoyed World of Warcraft. I hear Shadowlands is good. I'd like to go back to it and actually try it out.
Damn it.
You can lose your mushroom.
I know. I just didn't wanna.
I didn't want to lose my mushroom. And if you get there, now you got like 4 health.
Yeah.
Oh, no!
You might be able to get it back. Another one will come out.
I know, I just have to actually be out of its way when it does.
Because it only spits out one and that current one is floating around.
Okay, we're gonna go. Oh, no!
Oh yeah, you can't start over, just kill yourself.
Just kill yourself. Life advice with Brad.
Come for the content, stay for the nothing.
And on that note, though, that is the end of this episode. We will beat in the next. I promise.
I'm gonna put some more ashes in my pepper shaker.
Alrighty. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, smash that share button. I think I messed that one up.
It's fine. Share it.
Share it with your friends. Tell people about us.
Have fun, everyone.
All 2 people who will watch this.
Me, Paul, and Steven. I can't count.
But I was just gonna say I also don't count Steven as a person. Alright, see you next time.